Hello everybody and a very warm welcome. I'm Nadine, and if you like the channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. This week I'm doing a video about my shelf. I'm getting many mails about people asking me how do I organize my records in this shelf, and I'm getting also many emails with people telling me, oh my god, you are using this shelf. Here are pictures about things that happened to people who used this shelf. It was a total disaster, oh my god, and so on and so on. I will address both of these topics in this video. And I also want to point out everything I'm talking about, everything you see in the video, I bought with my own money. I didn't get anything for free, I didn't get any discounts, I'm not advertising anything, just to point that out. Alright. As you can see, it's very obvious. You will see these shelves on many people's videos if you're going to YouTube and you're into vinyl. These are the famous IKEA Kallax shelves. Wow! I'm having this shelf in the bag for more than 10 years when they weren't called Kallax, when they were called Expedit. I have a few of them. I use one in my kitchen. I have, one is for book storage. I have many of them. And I never ever had any issues with one of these shelves. If you're using an IKEA shelf, the Kallax shelf, and you know that records weight a lot, you have to consider some security steps, like connecting the shelf to the wall. And also what I did, I replaced back then the wood pins which are included when you buy the shelf with steel pins. You can easily buy them on eBay, on Amazon, or in your local hobby shop. You replace them, and it's also a better step to secure these shelves. I could buy a more expensive shelf, of course, but why should I do this? It does the same job. And even if I'm not building it up correctly, the more expensive shelf, if I'm not taking security measurements to make sure that nothing happens, this will happen to a more expensive shelf, it will happen to a cheap shelf. So no problems with that. What else did I do? Because I'm getting asked about that. You see some white dividers always in between the records. Well, the more records I got, there were more pressed together, and this is something you don't want. So I once again checked IKEA if there is a cheap solution for it, and there was one. In the accessory section for the Kallax, you see some kind of input for each cube, where you can put in magazines, papers and stuff like this. And if you turn them around, you can put in vertically magazines, books or whatever, and also records. And these cubes I bought a couple of years ago. I think price-wise they were around 15 euros. I'm not so sure about it. I checked this morning. I was kind of shocked because now there are 30 euros. I'm sure there are cheaper ways to do it, do-it-yourself solution. There are many on the internet to get a cheap divider. But these were the ones I used. I'm not using them, and you can see that on the bottom if I have box sets, or here are some books in, or on the bottom are books. I'm not using these dividers for books or box sets, but I'm using them for the records. What I also bought on Etsy, do I spell it correct, Etsy? Are these dividers with letters on it. You can have them in various variations, colors. You can write on genres, techno, heavy metal, R&B, funk, whatever you want to. I ordered mine with letters on it, and you can stick them easily in between the records, and for me it's an absolutely time saver. I wouldn't organize my collection otherwise than with this dividers. It's really time saver. But it's up to you. If you buy them on Etsy, they were around 20 euros. You can do it with cardboard. You can also use old records which are not playable anymore. Some people cut them into pieces and use them as dividers. There are many cheap solutions to do that without buying anything. Yeah, that's how I shelve my records, and to me, yes, the IKEA Kallax is absolutely enough. Price-wise, it's a very good solution for me. No, I'm not switching to a more expensive system or whatever because, like I said a few minutes ago, if you're not taking the correct measurements, it will happen to a more expensive shelf as well. So, and to show you the pictures of what can happen if you're not handling the shelf correct, it looks like this. What I also recommend is, I don't know the situation when this has happened. I can only imagine if somebody tries to move the shelf or is like, come on, you know. Of course, you should always get all the records out of the shelf before you start moving it. This could be a situation where this damage to the shelf could have been happened. But I have no idea, I wasn't there when it happened. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it can happen to each and every one shelf if you're not taking the correct measurements. So that was my shelf video for this week. If you have questions to it, if you have additional ideas, please put them in the comments. I'm reading each and every comment. Well, thanks for watching. I'm wishing you guys a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, listen to good music, and I see you next time. Bye.